Call it comeuppance, call it a day of reckoning, call it a terrifying turn of events for people implicated in the Epstein files, call it whatever you like. We're calling it our breaking story today. The disgraced Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has been arrested in the UK. Wait till you see the chilling statement his brother King Charles just released. Welcome to Occupy Democrats, and please hit that subscribe button if you too are sickened by these perversions of power.
I have nothing to hide. Except for file number EFTA012451100, which implicates me in the
sex trafficking, murder, and rape
of young women, including contestants in my very own Miss Teen USA pageant. Remember that pageant? It was so much fun. I used to barge in their dressing rooms all the time. Remember, I bragged about that publicly? Anyway, no need to worry. The DOJ deleted that file from their website, and it's all gravy, baby. One down and just 37,999 more to go.
AI slop, but poignant AI slop, right? Okay, newsrooms all over the world are buzzing this morning about the arrest of the man they once called Prince Andrew.
And we have some breaking news, some stunning news out of London. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the former Prince Andrew, has been arrested
by police on suspicion of misconduct whilst in public office.
Sky News reports police had been assessing claims against the former Duke of York, who turned 66 today, that emerged in the Jeffrey Epstein files.
Police are reportedly searching 2 addresses in London following this arrest.
In a world of creeps and freaks and perverts, well, that guy is royalty, I suppose. Now, in our featured clip today, it is the chilling statement issued by Andrew's brother, King Charles, that had analysts at CNN stunned. This comes after months of royal ass covering on both sides of the Atlantic.
Virginia Giuffre, now in her 30s, said she was forced to have sex with Andrew. He denies the allegations.
I implore the people in the UK to stand up beside me, to help me fight this fight, to not accept this as being okay. This is not some sordid sex story. This is a story of being trafficked.
In response to the interview, Buckingham Palace said through a spokesperson that it is emphatically denied that the Duke of York had any form of sexual contact or relationship with her, and that any claim to the contrary is false and without foundation.
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady.
Last month, the prince gave an interview himself to the BBC, which was widely billed as a disaster in the British media, in part because he didn't say he regretted his friendship with Epstein, and he cast doubt on the authenticity of a photo from nearly 2 decades ago, which shows him with his arm around Giuffre's waist. She told the BBC the picture was genuine, and she'd given it to the FBI. Back to NATO, Donald Trump was asked about the prince.
I don't know Prince Andrew, but it's a tough story. It's a very tough story. I don't know him, no.
But after those comments, photos of Trump were being circulated online, including some showing Trump and his then-girlfriend Melania with the prince and Epstein at the same Mar-a-Lago event almost 20 years ago. And these photos from the Duke of York's Twitter page show Trump and the prince together in June of this year.
Okay, let's jump right into our featured clip of the day, the breaking story, the arrest of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor on his birthday, which seems perfect. The very cold-blooded statement issued right after his arrest by his brother, King Charles. That's our featured story of the day.
It is absolutely extraordinary. You cannot imagine how much this has shocked the country to see a senior member of the royal family, the son of the Queen, the brother of King Charles, a man that has been in the public eye since birth, arrested by police. I do understand that we have just received a statement from King Charles himself, and I want to read that to you. I'm sorry, I'm just getting it from our team behind me here. I have learned with the deepest concern, and this is a statement directly from the King. I'm reading it for the first time for you right here. I have learned with the deepest concern the news about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and suspicion of misconduct in public office. What now follows is the full, fair, and proper process by which this issue is investigated in the appropriate manner and by the appropriate authorities. In this, as I have said before, they have our full and wholehearted support and cooperation. Let me state clearly, the law must take its course. These are the words of King Charles. As this process continues, it would not be right for me to comment further on this matter. Meanwhile, my family and I will continue in our duty and service to you all. That is a statement. We just got it right now as I was going to air with you from King Charles, speaking about the arrest of his brother, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. I do want to break down this statement for you because this is absolutely extraordinary series of events we've seen here. A senior royal, nothing that has happened in modern history like this. A senior royal arrested for misconduct in public office. And that's important here because it is not about the sexual allegations of sexual misconduct that we have seen splattered all over the headlines. This is an investigation into his time as a trade envoy for this country between 2001 and 2011, when it appears, based on the latest trove of Epstein files, that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, at the time Prince Andrew, forwarded confidential government information, private investment opportunities to Jeffrey Epstein in violation of his role as trade representative. That is the allegation. That is the accusation here. Now, he has long denied any wrongdoing. He has strenuously defended his innocence, but he is right now at the heart of this investigation. And going back to that statement again, what follows now is the full, fair, and proper process by which this issue is investigated in the appropriate manner and by the appropriate authorities. Reading between the lines here, what King Charles is trying to tell this country is no one is above the law, not even my brother. And that is extraordinary for us to see this royal family, this monarchy, which represents this country. Fundamentally, it is a contract of public trust. And now you have his own brother arrested. And the question being on everyone's lips right now, what did King Charles know or not know? What other members of the royal family knew as this investigation plays out? Now, you see that he ends the statement saying, meanwhile, my family and I will continue your duty and service, but it would not be right for me to comment further on this matter. Now, we saw that as well in the police statement, because we are now dealing with an investigation. There is only so much they can say as this unfolds.
The chilly formality with the very first line speaks volumes as well. I learned with the deepest concern the news about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Not my brother, but Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Speaks volumes.
Man, oh man. Well, as we continue to witness these almost unimaginable perversions of power that thrive in this institutional evil we find ourselves in, let's remember what real strength looks and sounds like.
The people on the inside are going to keep coming up with these ridiculous excuses, like his arm was elongated, or the photo was doctored, or he came to New York to break up with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, come on. I'm calling BS on this because that's what it is.